privacy, I'll keep it hush, hush. I'll stay down low for you. I like when it's just you and me, I'll keep it hush, 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 baby. I know you love your...
Hey guys, it's Lex.
And Courtney.
And you're listening to The Pleasure's All Yours. We are here again this week encouraging sexual liberation in the Black and queer community. This is a space for queer, Black, specifically femmes, to come and learn and share their experiences, but more importantly, to really emphasize that the pleasure is...
It's all yours, baby.
So...
Hey, girl.
What's up, Court? How are you doing?
I feel like I'm doing pretty well this Sunday. I've had a good weekend. I had a good week, you know, just like the usual. We had a snowstorm, actually.
We did have a snowstorm this week in the big Tejas.
Yeah, global warming is really crazy because
crazy.
Today it was, 70 degrees
70
outside?
degrees outside. I was sweating.
3 days ago, we were covered in ice. We couldn't get out of the fucking building.
Roads covered. Fields covered.
Accidents happening.
Pile-ups
constant.
There.
So let's talk about global warming. Actually, this whole episode will be about global warming. Just kidding. Don't turn the channel.
We're only JK.
How are you doing, Lex?
I'm doing well. Today was a pretty good day. A very chill day. I didn't really do much this week. I hung out with one of my boos this week. Really, that's really who I've been spending a lot of my time with. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Well, let's talk about that for a second.
I have no problem with that. So, I also... in regards to our last episode of Girl Code, Lex also realizes that there are other factors going on here in life, and you know it's okay. It's fine.
No. Please
fine.
elaborate. I didn't understand that. I want our fans to really understand what you mean.
So I just don't. It's confidential information, you know. But I'm just saying it's basically I'm that nigga.
Okay, why is it confidential information? We haven't even said these people's names. I'm gonna say it. I feel like I can't get in trouble for saying it. So Lex found out that I don't remember which one is which. It's Purple. Okay. So Lex found out that Purple always had a crush on Lex the whole time, which I had said from the beginning because that's obvious.
But I guess I didn't realize it because. You know, I also think I didn't realize it because I'm so used to people, like just sexualizing me, like, and the relationship with me that I'm never thinking that someone's like, oh yeah, I want to like
romantically
romance you and everything. Okay. Because I'm usually the romancer.
And especially because she never romanced you.
And
never made an effort to like.
Yeah. So I just did it now. But anyway.
Okay. I also want to say y'all are messy because like that.
Y'all are messy as fuck.
It got more views in one day than like any of our other YouTube videos.
Y'all
ever.
are messy.
Like
y'all heard there was drama and y'all was like,
I'm about to start putting a little bit of tea in every motherfucking episode.
Yep.
So that you'll have to go on for it.
Yeah. But I've just been spending a lot of time with Miss Red.
Okay.
And I do enjoy her quite a bit.
Okay, so with that being said, you know, we're coming into 2023 on our first episode of the season, we talked about what we wanted to do for 2023, and we both were pretty adamant that we wanted to stay single, and we just wanted to kind of like have fun, but we also wanted to create bonds with our partners and our people on our roster, so that it wasn't just we were just fucking a bunch of random people all year. So it seems like you've been really hanging out a lot with Red, and I've noticed that you've been posting on your Instagram, because she's doing this. Lex has been doing a soft launch, doing lots of hands,
but she's
lots
so
of items,
though.
lots of it's giving soft launch.
Yeah, but when you see her, she's so cute.
But you're not even showing us the cute parts. You're just showing us your hands.
Yes, I am. I did post a picture of us together.
Oh, you posted a picture. Oh, let me go look at it, you guys. You should
Live
follow
on the air.
Go at this time. Go and follow Lex on Instagram
It's
so you
Lex
can see.
Dude.
What is it?
It's Lex Dude. Like literally ITS Lex Dude.
Okay.
Because it's just Lex, bitch.
So you can go see some of what she's been posting. Oh, okay. Soft launch number 2 is definitely the cocktail clinks. Yeah. That's definitely the second pick.
Not analyzing my story as we speak.
Ooh, I like that you shared this one again. Hard launch. Hold on, not the face, bitch. I didn't know you posted this.
Yeah, she posted that, and I just reposted it. She's so cute. I love being around her. She's so enjoyable, and she is pulling a me on me. So like, you know, like I always say, I'm usually the romancer, not the romancey, and so like I'm being romanced with this person, and it just was really nice because before any romancing started, we had a conversation about like, well, feelings wise and connection wise, like what is it that you see for this, you know? And both of us are like, I am romantic with my friendship, so I really don't see it being an issue, us doing what we do and also being romantic with each other. And I also agreed. So it was just really nice. And then we say a lot of the same stuff to each other. And so it's just really nice being able to say things like when we're laying together and me just like looking at her and being like, oh, wow, you're just so pretty. Like
the energy is very matched.
Yeah. And she'll say this, or like I'll just be doing something and she'll say the same thing to me. So it's just really nice because it doesn't make me feel weird or like anxious about like spending time and also expressing myself because like she's made it clear that like she's on the same level and but sometimes she'll be like, I just didn't want to say anything because like, you know, I didn't want you to think I was doing too much. And I was like, no, bitch, like I'm with it. Yeah. So it's just been really nice. We went out for brunch today. I went over to her house last night and we were supposed to go out to the club. But then we didn't go out to the club because we took a shower and then we were going to take a nap. And then nap turned into playtime. And then playtime turned into total passing out. And then when the alarm went off and we were still like Twizzler pretzel together, we were like, do we want to get up? And we were like, no. So we turned that alarm off and went right back to sleep. And then we woke up early this morning and watched a movie and went to brunch. And then we went home and watched a movie and took a nap on the couch. And then I went home.
That's fantastic. Yeah. That sounds like a great weekend.
Yeah. And when we went to brunch, we were talking about like a road trip in the summer.
Ooh,
or
where?
Actually in May. Somewhere in Texas that also has a lake. We want to go glamping.
Ooh, love that.
Like there was one where it's like that dome and it's clear.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you can stargaze. You can get in the hot tub. Naturally comes with the location for sure.
But of course a hot tub because there was a hot tub.
Yeah.
So, you know, of course all the other things, but I'm thinking of all the crazy ways I can fuck there.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about that on the pod, I'm sure. How to glamp the right way.
How to glamp the right way.
Yeah.
But, you know, we are also supposed to be practicing moderation. But it's so hard. It's so hard. And you know why I say it's so hard? Because like, it's easy to practice moderation for things that aren't good for you or that aren't making you feel good or aren't giving you like satisfaction or whatever. But like something that you're doing that
like
isn't
not toxic.
It's not toxic. It's not harming your everyday life. Like all these other things, like you can go and do your normal things with this person also. Yeah. It's like, okay.
Yeah, then now what?
Now it's like moderation. Why?
That's fantastic. That means that it's a good, like, symbiotic relationship.
Yes.
Not, you know, too overly one-sided and all that good stuff.
And I do appreciate that because, you know, bitch, I'm tired of going lower to meet everyone at their level instead of everyone also just maybe stretching a little and meeting me at mine.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, is that one of your goals for 2023?
Absolutely.
No more reaching down?
No, that's why snip. That's why the scissors been out. Like,
ow.
Literally.
It's interesting that you said that about moderation because I struggle with that. It seems like every time I get into like a little situation that I'm comfortable in, it just kind of like overwhelms like my thought process, and I really hate that for me. Because it doesn't matter if somebody's, like, good for me or bad for me or, like, what. It doesn't matter. I just kind of, like, naturally start to, like, my mind just, like...
You're having fun, and it's like, I want to go do that.
Yeah, like, I really feel like I have a lot of impulse control issues. But, you know, it was a snowstorm this week. So I feel like I was going to see... I've been trying to think of, like, a name to call them. So I'm going to call them, like... I had a name in my head. I had a name. Oh
I was about to be like, bitch, don't give me no sexy shit that y'all be saying to each other. You know, I don't want none of that shit.
Does that even sound like me?
I don't. No, it doesn't. But
do I seem like somebody that would have sexy, fun, cute names? Actually, no.
Probably like
I did.
Yeah,
my ex, we called each other Pumpkin.
That's the name that popped up in my head.
Okay, I'm gonna call him Gap Tooth Shorty because he's got such a big gap.
Okay,
I'm gonna call him Gap Tooth Shorty.
Okay.
Right. So, I was gonna go see him on Monday, and then it just iced over and it was frozen and solid and whatever. So, it turned into like, okay, maybe I'll come Tuesday night when it gets better. Maybe I'll get him Wednesday night when it gets better.
Ditch on Tuesday too.
Bitch. We didn't have any plans on Tuesday.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. No. I'm saying that on Monday night.
I'm triggered. I'm sorry. Let
me finish my story, bitch.
Go ahead.
On Monday night, I was like, yeah, if the roads are too bad right now. If it gets better on Tuesday, I'll go. But that was only because I was like, I have a feeling that the roads aren't going to be good enough for us to do that. Like, I knew we weren't going to go on Tuesday because Tuesday was the worst of it. So I knew I just wasn't going to go on Tuesday regardless. But Wednesday, I was like, okay, when the road gets better, I'll go. And then finally Thursday came around. The roads still weren't great. So I just decided not to go. Or I ended up working. And then Friday, I was like, wow, I can go see this person I've been trying to see since Monday. And I will be the first to say, before this bitch goes...
I actually wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, and that's why I want to bring it up.
Okay.
Because last time we read you, so
we did read me last episode. Yeah.
So I had made plans with Lex to do some things, and we had spoken on the phone in the afternoon about those plans. And Lex was like, "I'm not really a karaoke ass bitch. Let's just chill and watch a movie." And I'm like, "Yeah, bitch, let's just chill and watch a movie because we already had plans anyways. Like, let's just chill and watch a movie." And then Gap 2 Shorty texted me and was like, hey, the roads are completely clear. My plans got canceled, so if you want to come over tonight and make up.
So she was like, fuck all them plans I made already. So yeah, sure. Sorry. I'm sorry.
And one of my deciding factors for saying yes to Gap 2 Shorty was that I saw Alexa's story. And she had soft launched her bitch. Like, I want to see a little bae. I want a little bae something. I miss my little bae, whatever that version of it is. I don't know what it is, but I missed him. I was like, damn. Okay, let me text this bitch because I know she'll understand because she probably has been looking for a little bit of something too. And the roads are clear now. So I'm like, okay, cool. Later that night, I was at Gap Shorty's house and I was like, damn, this is cool, but we weren't having sex or anything for my personal reason. I knew I wasn't gonna have sex when I went over there, and I was like, damn, I really could have just chilled with my homegirl, and had a good night because they were kind of getting on my nerves. Gap 2 Shorty was just a little bit. I say this all to say, I shoot myself in the foot sometimes, with my motive, with my impulse control, because if I had just waited until the next day, which I saw them on Saturday, totally different story. Great time, great conversation, lots of new things. But I made a commitment to my friend, and I failed on the girl code aspect of bros before hoes.
Because I actually stayed home because I didn't have any other plans that night.
You needed to hang out with your nieces. You hadn't seen them in 5 days.
Please, they live in my house.
I said I was wrong. I apologized quickly on Saturday morning.
I know, and I really appreciated you doing that. I really, really did.
Let me reach out and apologize.
Because I was twitching.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good time. Oh, bitch, real quick before we get started, because we do have an outline today.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so I ended up having sex at a park last night.
Ooh, love that.
In the dead of night at 10 o'clock at night, and it was 35 degrees outside or 50, whatever it was.
Yikes.
It was a little nicer outside yesterday.
Okay.
I had the best fucking time.
I love that for you.
And it's also a terrible time at the same time, and I'm going to tell you why. Gap to Shorty, obviously, they have a strap. So there's not an indicator of when things are over. It's just kind of when they want it to be over. Because they don't ejaculate and then have to have a refractory period where you're let me chill out. I just came all over your ass or whatever.
Yeah.
You just keep fucking going.
Yeah.
Their piece is just so big that as fun as it was, I was in so much pain. I was just oh my God, how am I going to do this for I couldn't imagine fucking them every day or every other day. This is a twice a week kind of dick. And I really want to ask you, how do you fucking do it? I need somebody to teach me how to do it. Because I'm not going to ruin this because I can't take the dick.
But, bitch, it's really also just if your anatomy isn't, like, set up for it to be enjoyable for you all the time, then no one can teach you anything like that. That's just, if your anatomy is just that way, then, you know, it just is that way. Some people are just that way.
It's enjoyable. Like, I was on my, like, in my boots, squirting all over my boots. Like, while we were, like, fucking outside.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just, like, I feel like it takes me longer to get there because I'm, like...
Because you have to pace, you have to really pace yourself for it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm, like... I can do, like, a certain amount of time in each position. I'm, like, okay, switch it so I can get a break.
And because you're mentally tense, your body is also going to be tense, which isn't going to help with the... Yes. With the feeling of it. If you're tense thinking about it, I don't know. If you could have a conversation with them about getting them picking out something that would fit you more. I would just have because if they do well with it and they want to do well by you also, then, you know, finding some compromise, like, you can still do all these things, but can you maybe get one that's slightly smaller so I could enjoy it more? But get one that looks just like the one you already have. It's just slightly smaller. Like,
that's a good idea.
And if the answer is no, then it's like, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's still like a man, a dick, a ego.
Yeah. But I also like it. I like feeling like I'm working towards something and like...
But can you train, like you keep saying, like, train your pussy, but, like, can you train your pussy for childbirth? Is that something you can do? Like, that's what I think. Like, pussy can stretch out that far. And
it's not the stretching.
No,
it's the best part.
No, I also just, I know what you mean. Like, the length, I know what you mean. But I'm just saying that's still, like, your insides, stretching your insides more than what you're used to.
I think that, like, I really, like, he's going to have to really handle my foreplay. Like, I'm going to have to, like, he's gonna have to see where to stop before as he's inserting it, he needs to figure out where your sweet spot is and just tailor his thrust to those things, because that is also very possible. Like, why do you have to be the only one that is adjusting to the sex? Oh, that's true. Yeah. And, like, he does, like, take it slow and, like, you know, like, he responds to how my body's reacting. So, like, if I'm clearly, like, if I'm pushing him away, sometimes he'll be like, move your hands, or I'm going to move them for you. Yeah. And, like, I haven't been told that since I was 7 and my parents were giving me a whooping. Yeah. But maybe that's why I kind of liked it. But, yeah, like, you're absolutely right. Like, we both need to figure out a way to make this work, because I love fucking them. I love, like, being around them and, like, I love it. I love watching their face. Like,
you're in the trenches.
I'm pretty in the trenches, but, like, also I'm okay, because they get on my nerves just enough for me to remind myself, we are good. We're good right here where we are right now. I like it. Let's keep it there.
I love it.
We played with a little remote control toy at dinner. That was super fun. Stockholm panty vibe.
Yes.
Excellent Bluetooth strength. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work between wood. So, like, we kept setting the phone on the table and it would stop. But if you move the phone here, and then we went to Target and, like, ran some errands afterwards, it was working totally fine. But, like, when you put it on the ground, it doesn't work.
Love that.
I can't remember what we were talking about, but I'm having a great time. I just wanted to get some advice about how to handle these fucking big pieces.
We always push communication, and it is very much sounding like you guys need to revisit a communication thing about what you need also. Yeah. Because even though you had a good time, the fact that it was still painful, that number that you were talking about could have been a lot higher if they could tailor it just a little to what you need also. So you're trying to do all these things for them. What about you?
Very true.
And you know what? This ties into our motherfucking episode today. I'm just saying. But yeah.
Okay, go ahead then. Segue.
So our fun fact for today is one that I really thought I was going to do an animal fun fact, but then I was like, I like this one more, so we're going to do this one because I thought it was funny. But I will tell you that humans are not the only ones that perform cunnilingus.
Ooh.
Tigers are in that fucking...
Eating pussy for real.
Eating pussy for real.
That's crazy.
Ooh, double homicide.
Tigers? Where do they put their teeth?
Where do they put their teeth? Okay, so did you know that in medieval Europe, they banned cunnilingus because it was considered unnatural due to the lack of procreation? Those found guilty of eating cooch would get 4 years of penance, and those caught giving BJs were given 5. So less punishment if you got caught eating pussy.
More reason to eat pussy.
More reason to eat pussy. Hey, if I got sent to jail for 4 years,
is it worth
doing
it?
Hail Marys for eating cooch, I'm gonna find somebody else's cooch to eat. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, they're all in the jail.
Everybody
in that jailhouse eat coochie for sure.
Bitch, I will stay in this cell.
No
for the rest
problems.
Of my life. You're gonna have to put me in solitary confinement, sir. But yeah, that's our fun fact.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
Not 4 years.
Okay, yeah. All right. So our pleasure principle today is faking orgasms. That's it. Don't fake it till you make it. That's gonna be the main message of this epi. Don't fake it, baby. Don't fake it.
So you come from the opinion side of saying that faking your orgasms is a bad thing.
I think in most circumstances, yes.
Okay.
But I also understand that like some things are like mental and medical and things like that. So I also understand that. But I think the whole idea of faking an orgasm is for a man's ego.
Okay. Or would you say a person's ego?
A person's ego, yeah.
Or just specifically a
person's,
man's ego?
But definitely very heavily on the cisgendered men.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start this off. I do have a lot of statistics
Let's
today.
go.
So we're going to start this off with saying that between 65 and 80% of vulva owners fake their orgasms, which is a lot. That's a lot. Think of all the pussies you know.
That's 1.5 out of 5.
That's a lot of coochie. That's like porn star moaning faking it out here.
1.5 out of 2. I hope nobody ever comes for me for that one. Go ahead.
Yikes. Okay. I will say that some of these do have like good reasonings and everything like that. Some of them would be avoiding feeling self-conscious for not achieving orgasm, which is something that we have said that we have an issue with. Realizing that the sex isn't enjoyable to them, so they'll fake it basically to end it quicker. Attempting to heighten their own personal arousal, which I can say that like me moaning sometimes will make me more, because I'm like, oh shit.
Definitely.
Yes, I'm like, oh shit, bitch, you sound good as fuck.
Yeah.
This is good. I'm thinking about what I look like right now, and that is what's getting me off.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can understand that one. And then the other one is a really big one, which is to satisfy their other partner or to make their partner feel like they have satisfied them. They/them. Sorry. Other reasons would be exhaustion, boredom, being distracted, wanting it to just be over with, and also intoxication. Like, what do you feel like when you think faking orgasm, what do you feel like of those is the main one?
Definitely not. Okay. Not wanting it to be over is not how I feel, right?
Okay.
Whenever I've had to fake an orgasm, especially, it's usually my long-term partners usually that I have to fake an orgasm with.
Okay. It's
mostly just because sometimes you just kind of have sex because the other partner like wants to have sex, and that's cool. It's like, okay, I don't not want to have sex, but let's have sex.
Yeah.
You are trying so hard to make me come. It's very clear that you want me to come.
Yeah.
I'm not going to come today. I'm not going to come. I'm not feeling it. You didn't take out the trash when I asked you to take out the fucking trash.
Today.
We got into an argument in the car and like you apologized, so you're good, but like I'm not good. I'm ready for this to be just let's go to sleep or let's watch the show on Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm going to fake my orgasm so you feel like you did what you needed to do,
and
so you can come.
I guess, yeah.
And then we can go to sleep.
Okay.
That would probably be my biggest reason in my past, or maybe it just taking too long, because there's sometimes when like I'll be with somebody I want to be with, like even women, like, and I usually never have a problem with that.
Yeah.
With really
queer people just in general.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just get so wrapped up in my own mind of like when I need to come, even if it hasn't been that long, that it just doesn't happen for me.
Yeah.
So I still fake my orgasm. I unfortunately am bad at that. I'm bad at that. I can't just say, this feels really good, but let's just stop. Like I have to finish it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of faking orgasms, and I cannot think of any recently.
Okay, any recently?
Probably when I first started having sex is probably when I faked the most orgasms. And I would say like maybe a few times like in my past relationship, but mostly just because like I don't know, because sometimes it just takes me too long. Yeah. And then like if it takes me too long, it's because I get distracted. And then if I'm getting distracted, it's like we're basically starting all over again. And so then sometimes I'll just be like, I'm okay, this is good. I don't know, but I usually vocalize like, let's switch or let's do something else or something like that.
Yeah.
I usually say that instead of like, this isn't working for me. And then for the rest of the time, I usually just focus on the other person. But I'm very vocal. Like I am very vocal. If you're not doing it for me, baby, I'm about to tell you. I'm gonna direct you. I'm gonna tell you harder. I'm gonna tell you softer. I'm gonna tell you here. I'm gonna tell you there. I'm gonna be like, don't do that. Like, I don't know.
I'm really good at that when it's people that I haven't been having sex with for a long time. So like first or second timers, or like
if I'm with you,
or like not too like we're not too close, right?
Yeah.
But the second I feel like I start getting feelings for somebody, it gets harder to tell them those things
because you don't want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah, or like I don't want them to like get discouraged or like think they need to stop. Because I'm like, no, I want you to keep going. You're just doing something that I don't particularly like. Like this weekend, when they were rubbing my pussy, they kept rubbing him like with their side of their finger. Not like this, but like
I don't like it when they rub it with the tip of their finger.
I hate that.
Use the pad of your finger to rub a pussy. And like, don't use.
I kept instead of like just saying, "Hey, pause. Can you like put your hand completely over so that you can go like this instead of like this with the side, because that's not doing it. It tickles. It's not doing anything." I'll be like, I'll move their hand and I'll just be like, okay, just come up and fuck me. And I'm like, that isn't.
Because you're not ready.
Right. So I'm like, that doesn't help anything. Yeah. I don't know why it gets harder for me to communicate as time goes on, then it gets easier. It's so weird.
I don't know. I can understand because you don't want to hurt their feelings. I think for me personally, I feel like as I have sex with people, I will literally be telling them like, yes, I don't know. I'm literally training you to give me my best orgasm like ever from the first day we ever started having sex. So I don't know. And the longer we have sex, I feel like for me, it's it gets easier, or it gets easier for me to communicate that, or it gets easier for me to like, you know, sometimes when like you're getting penetration, it's just not in that right spot. And if you just tilt your hips a little bit, then I can do that, you know, or I can do that, or I can like put my body in a position that will like help me get there.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Another one. Oh, we said, I will say there was a thing that in here, and I was very like, I'm glad that they put this in here, but it was saying those who struggle with sex, or struggle with orgasming, specifically in like heterosexual women, bisexual women, whatever. Those who put an emphasis on male pleasure, or making sure that your male counterpart is like having fun, experiencing pleasure, feeling like they're giving you pleasure. That is the biggest, like one of the biggest things that contributes to like women faking orgasms, is because you're so focused on making sure your partner feels validated that you are not focused on your own pleasure. Which is why I said your issue ties into the episode, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck that nigga.
Whoa.
Not like that, but like,
I'm a little defensive right now because I don't feel like that.
I mean, fuck that nigga as in, bitch. Fuck that nigga, like, for you also. Like,
yeah, and
that's what I mean. I'm sorry. I should have used a different tone.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
No, it's fine. I guess I just, you know what? I was just going to repeat something and I was like, wait, you literally just said that. So yeah, fine. I agree.
Cause I'm sorry, I'm getting mine before I leave here,
and I do get it. I just feel like, damn. Sometimes I'd be like, is the dick so long that it's hitting my bladder, and that's why I'm fucking squirting? No, because like I feel like I squirt a whole lot when I'm with him, but like I'm not orgasming. I'm just like fucking squirting everywhere, and I just feel like it's because like he just keeps hitting my fucking kidneys.
Because there is a gland in there that can trigger your bladder.
I'll be doing it, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, as long as you're having a good time, that's really what matters.
Great.
But I'm just gonna emphasize, bitch, just as much as you're like, I want him to know he's doing this for me. He's like,
it's not that I want him to know he's doing that. I just want to be able to take some dick.
But you can take the dick without it going all the way to your lungs. Like, hello?
Yeah, bitch. I swear to God. So, real quick, he had me. I kind of want to explain the positions, but we'll do that at the end if I have time. He took me like behind where they have like the brick restrooms, and like I was leaning against the water fountain, and he was like, "Put your hands on your ankles." So I put my hands on my ankles, and he was fucking me from the back, and I swear to God, I was like,
that's like such a ouch position.
I was screaming, but like it felt good, but I was like, wow, I'm like counting also the set, like every stroke. I'm like 1, 2, like how long can I fucking do this shit? I could feel it in my belly button. Like I could, every time he struck me.
Like those pornos where you can see it like in their stomach.
Yes. I was like, oh my God. And then because it's not about his orgasm, it's just like I'm literally thinking like, okay, how long can I hold this position? There's some really great, like, I love when I'm, like, sitting on something high, and he's just standing, and he's, like, just dressed. Love that. Yeah. Ugh, love that.
But if your orgasm is the priority, that's even more of a reason for you to express to him what is painful to you.
Truly.
Like, if that is his main focus, then it's your turn to communicate. Like, I like it when you do this, but it also hurts when you do this because it's not supposed to be that way.
I do definitely tell him that because like I actually in that position when I was done, I'm never just done because I'm dramatic. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was done, I like literally pushed off the wall. I was like, get off of me. I was like, get off. We're done. I need to move. And then we just moved somewhere else and like did other things other places. But like I make sure he knows that I'm in pain. And then he always like knows when to switch into a position that I like. Yeah. And he's like, he'll like tell me stuff like, okay, so just use me, like use this fucking dick. Like I just want to see you like use it. And I do.
Yes.
And that feels good. It's just but because of that also I'm like we're talking in circles. But I'm just like, okay, if I have this and like this is feeling good and I'm allowed to orgasm, I feel like I need to make sure he's like he gets what he wants because like I want him to feel something. I want him to feel something so fucking bad. He was like, the last time we were fucking, he was like, okay, we have to stop because you're just like edging me too much. And I was like, why? I was like, why? Tell me if you had told me when you were beating my shit in that you were about to come. When I tell you, you could have
given me a
second you could have put my cervix into my throat. And I would have let you do it if that's what
you would have given me a second. Because I have,
Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So what's next? It does say that men in committed relationships do focus more on their partner's pleasure, and that mostly said because they just feel more comfortable, like asking them what they want, and they care more about if they are having a good time versus if you're just hooking up with someone you're never gonna fucking see again.
Yeah.
Both men and women in hookups question their partner's right to pleasure. Mostly men, which is why it's like if you are hooking up with men or if you do have like a friends with benefits that is like a cisgendered man. When I say men, I am talking about men, but in this particular episode, I'm mostly talking about cisgendered men. I just want to put that shit out there. But those are the main ones who like literally make it their focus to make sure they at least have an orgasm. Because like, hello, 65 to 80% of vulva is not coming. But when you hear these numbers on how many penises are coming, upsetting. I'm telling you, there's a war. I've said that already. There's a war on pleasure. Go check
women's bodies.
Go check out the Pleasure Gap Epi. Thank you to hear us rant about that. Yeah,
that's a great episode.
Yeah. Okay, so there are things like orgasmic difficulties, which I thought was a cute little
orgasmic difficulty.
Yeah, so it's like just different things that like people have a personal issue with actually having an orgasm. And 35% of vulva owners just struggle with generally just achieving orgasm. And some of those factors are mental health, your general health, or different medications that you're on. Because I will say, like, I'm not feeling this way now, but whenever the first time I ever got put on my antidepressants, it really like stabbed my libido in the heart and stomach like 40 times and then just kicked her in a fucking river. Oh, that's what it felt like.
So violent.
Because I was like, what? Don't even stop. Like, cut it out. Because even during that time, we were doing very mundane episodes of the podcast. Because I was like, I don't want to fucking talk about orgasms. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, like you haven't felt one in a minute.
Yeah, I haven't. But
was that self-pleasure too?
Yeah. Wait. Oh, with this, it didn't say if it was masturbation. I think, but from the articles, like, over general vibe, it didn't seem like they factored in like solo performance thing. Exactly, yeah. But yeah, I will say I was having a very hard time like orgasming when I first got put on my antidepressants. And maybe that was just me adjusting to them because I'm having a great time orgasming now. I was just telling Courtney before we started recording that I feel so, I was like, I don't know if it's my mood or it's like my mindset, because I did recently have a mental shift where I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, maybe that's it, you know? But I've just been having such great and full orgasms, like full, those like out of body, like just great. Shakes. Yeah, just like great full ones, and not worrying about how long it's taking me and not worrying about like, you know, telling them like softer, faster, anything like that. Like just really being comfortable in like my body and what my body needs to achieve an orgasm, and also not being ashamed to tell someone like, yes, I want to have sex with you and I want to do these things with you, but I need you to do it this way. Yeah. And if you don't do it this way, then I'm literally just going to be sitting here like, what the fuck, you know? Especially since like most of my all three of my partners actually, all of them very much focus on me having an orgasm. Yeah. And I really fucking appreciate that shit. But you know, I've had to I still have to tell them, even our favorite, I've been fucking with that nigga for over a year now, and I still have to be like, yes, no, but not as often because we have been having sex for a while. So long. Yeah. Like this nigga could do some things to me, and I'd be like, okay, within limit, I will say, because I'm still me. So. But yes, anyway, we have stats.
Ooh, I love this.
Numeros.
Numero.
There we go.
Numero uno.
Yeah. Okay. So there was a study done of 52.5 thousand people. That's a lot of people. Ranging in all sexualities, and the numbers are. I wish we had one of those. Drum roll. Oh. Thanks, Corey. So heterosexual men are orgasming 98% of the time.
98%, guys. That's crazy.
We gotta stop that.
We have to stop this.
We need to stop men from coming.
No, Lex, this is actually a pleasure-focused podcast, so everybody deserves pleasure. We talk about everybody deserving pleasure. The pleasure's all yours. This includes cis heterosexual men, unfortunately. But you guys don't seem to have a problem with it, so moving on.
Okay. That's Courtney's opinion. Okay, so gay men are having orgasms 89% of the time.
Still very high.
That's still very high. But I could be okay with that because I know them niggas are like giving each other hand jobs in the bathroom at fucking Roundup and shit. Anything, yeah. In the fucking car. Like
doing poppers and sucking each other's nipples.
Like literally. So I'm like, y'all are probably on the dance floor coming. Like it's fine.
We saw that in Austin. Do you remember? Okay, me and Lex, we'd been there for a few hours. We had been in the same spot for a while. We were drinking. Then we went somewhere else. Mm-hmm. We came back. It was like 1 a.m. We were having another drink. We looked over the balcony. Mm-hmm. Everybody on the dance floor had taken their shirt off, and it was just a bunch of white, sweaty men making out with each other.
I literally was like, Courtney, everyone's on X down there.
I was like, Lex, where are the lesbians and where are the black people? We were also on drugs.
On the balcony.
On the balcony.
I have videos from that day of us just being like, I can't stop clenching my jaw.
Lady Gaga playing in the background.
And then we drove to our friend's house, and I have a video of us singing a Beyonce song, waking him up at 3-something in the morning, and singing a Beyonce song and smoking a blunt on the patio. What a great time. Austin is weird. I will say though, you Austin niggas are weird, and I'm not fucking with it. I'm not coming back.
I'm officially tapped out of my Austin visits for fun, for leisure. You're gonna have to pay me to go back.
3 times, all 3 times with Courtney, 3 times, and you niggas ruined it all Every 3 times. So I'm good on Austin. Thank you. So, bisexual women are coming more than straight women. Obviously, but that number is at 66%. Bisexual men are at 88%. Lesbian women are at 86%. And I think that other percentage is probably coming from the other things that we were talking about, like mental, medical, like just the afraid to communicate also.
Miscellaneous.
Yes, miscellaneous. And heterosexual women, I'm hugging you. If you're listening to me, just close your eyes, embrace yourself. Imagine big old titties and like strong arms, just like giving you a squeeze. That's me. Because y'all are only coming 62% of the time. 62% of women, heterosexual women, are actually having orgasms. That's compared to the 98% of men.
Look at the facts, ladies.
God damn.
They don't give a fuck about you. They do not give a fuck about you.
That's why y'all be Karens, because y'all man's not making y'all come and shit. And y'all gotta go make somebody else's life hell. Wow, that's so awful.
Can you say bisexuals are 86%?
Bisexual women are 66%. So it's a 4% difference.
Not much better. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. That's because y'all still fucking with them niggas. So,
bitch, you fuck niggas.
But them niggas.
Lex, no, time out. Lex loves to fucking choose when she's fucking niggas. Cause for the past fucking month, this bitch has gotten on the mic every fucking Sunday talking about a nigga that they fucked.
And
so
am I coming 100% of the time?
Are you?
Yeah. So I'm not in that. That ain't got shit to do with me. I don't know them niggas over there. I know them niggas over here, bitch.
Lex be irking my bones sometimes because I'm like,
tell us about it.
I know, bitch. I'm just like, wow. Like, I feel like I have to like be on the defense for the nigger fuckers everywhere. Like,
not the hard ER, bitch.
I took it too far. It's Black History Month.
No, I think
we need to do something.
We do, yeah, because we are black.
Whoa, not a saying at the beginning of every episode. Okay, this is giving Meghan Markle, because she said in Harry and Meghan that she didn't even realize she was like black until all the black people were like,
oh my God.
Or until all the white people were like, she's black and she's on the throne.
Get that nigger.
Yeah, that's when she was like, oh, I'm black for real. Anyway,
because she got a white mama.
I'm saying I feel like I have to stick up for all the heterosexual cisgendered men fuckers that listen to our podcast, because we do, you especially, but we do make men seem like the bottom of the barrel, and truthfully they are. But I also want to say, like, I'm here for you. I hear you, and I also experience the same issues that y'all experience, and I'm trying to navigate my way through them, because I like niggas. I do.
I do love that for you.
It's my week. Okay.
Again, I'm just going to say again, as long as you're having a good time, Cora, I'm here to support you.
I'm mostly having a good time most of the time.
66% of the time, you're having a good time.
Whatever. Keep going.
Okay, so in this same study, the women who orgasm more received oral, had longer sex. They did praise their partners for doing well. Mm-hmm. They did direct their partners about their needs, introducing new positions and kinks, expressing love during sex, and incorporating new spicy things, wearing sexual lingerie, oral gels, games, like things like that, you know.
Ultimately, you have to take the pleasure into your own hands, right?
The pleasure's all yours, babe.
So I had literally. I had a customer come in the store the other day, and he was looking for all these things for his wife, and he's like, she had surgery 6 years ago, and like nothing is really getting her where she wants to be. She's just not happy. Like she doesn't want to come in. I bought her this. I'm in here trying to buy something else. I'm going to take pictures of this. Can you tell me about this stimulant? Like something that's going to help her. But she just doesn't want to try anything. Whenever he brings something home, she's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm ticklish. I'm this. And he's just like, I don't know what to do. And I felt really bad for him, but I also felt really bad for her because I'm like, wow, she just won't. She's scared to like take the power back in her own orgasms, her own pleasure. And like, how do you solve that if everything you bring home doesn't work? She just doesn't want to try it, and she doesn't want to come in the store. Yeah. That's so sad. Yeah. It's really, if it's up to you, I wouldn't say throw out the man until you've tried new things and you've communicated with your partner about your issues. Then if it's like you tried all that and you're still not coming and you feel like it's not a mental illness, you think it's not depression, you think it's not something physical, then maybe it's time to look at the nigga. Yeah.
You're doing great, Courtney. I love it. I'm not a full cisgendered man hater, but you niggas really are awful. But anyway, the main point of that was to say that vulvas do, like we have already said in so many episodes, episode 2, foreplay, warm up the coochie before you just go stick something in there. Like, lick it, finger, play with the clitoris, you know, bitch, that little thing under the hood that's like red. Play with that shit. If you don't know what a clitoris is, go look up vulva diagram. Google is free, friend.
What's the one foreplay act that's not oral sex that will always turn you
making out? Yep. Making out, bitch.
That's the one.
We can just sit here and make out. Put your hands in my pants. Bet you it's a fucking the Michigan lakes. Yeah, they're all in my pants.
Couple that with a little bit of straddling, like let me straddle you while we're making out. Done.
See, I'm like,
you can feel the steam.
I'm like, get on top of me.
Okay, like, that's cool too.
On top of me.
Yeah, that's the position I prefer. Yeah. Like any of that, like grabbing the butt. It doesn't have to be like, if you don't like giving head, that's a problem, but it's not a problem. There's other ways to do other things. Yeah.
I'm not having a hard time, but one of my partners is not a receiver of head. It's not like a thing that they enjoy. And, you know, I really enjoy giving it. So it has me in a new place.
So what is something that you do for them that they like instead?
They do like nipple play. They do also like to make out. They really, really love to eat me out. And they do such a good job at it. I literally was telling them that this morning when we were getting out of the bed. I was like, dude, I don't know what you are doing, but that shit is fucking stupid. It's so stupid. I'm like in the middle of it and I'm like, this is not real. Like, this is not real. It has not even been that long and I'm about to come already.
Bitch.
What?
Sounds like no problems to me.
Crazy. No problems whatsoever.
It's so cool when people can have small, tiny, perky titties because they're typically so much more sensitive, and so they like stuff like nipple play.
I bite them and I feel like I'm biting them too hard, but then when I bite them harder, the response from them, I'm like, I need to get you those nipple clamps I have in my house.
100%.
The ones where when you pull them, they get tighter. I have those at home already. Oh, that's lovely. Ooh, girl, you better watch out. Watch out. Okay, so I do have some questions for the gworls.
Okay. I like to answer questions.
Speaking of gworls, I did see this TikTok the other day, and I did post it on my story, but I'm going to say it now. Because it was like, I'm not a woman, but I am a black woman. Okay? All right? You still with me?
Yes.
And I'm not a girl, but I am one of the gworls. And I just have never related to something so much in my life.
Absolutely.
You know, I was like, they get it.
I've always understood that about you.
Yes. And I really, really love that. Courtney's really good at switching up my pronouns. And I don't know if you know that I notice, but I notice. And I always get I feel so affirmed, you know? And I
do
that.
what I can.
Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing so great. Okay, so first question is, have you faked an orgasm for your partner's pleasure?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
It's so much so that like we'll have a great episode of the pod, or like me and you will just have a great conversation.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, yeah, why am I continuing to do this? Like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And it's so second nature, dude. It's awful. Like, I wish I could get out of the habit.
I need to get a little how do I personify my essence into like a little keychain, so that way when your keys are with you, I could be like, don't forget about you.
How do we change it into a powder that I can wear on my neck? And then I just stick my little acrylic in there.
Ooh, yes.
Do a little bit of this.
Oh my God.
No more
I
faking
would really
orgasms.
love that. I would really love that.
Lex powder.
Yeah.
Lex X. Lex triple X.
Now we gotta figure that out. Someone get us a libido enhancer that you can, I'm not gonna say snort, but breathe in deeply through your nose.
Okay. Perfect.
Somebody please.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
I feel like I have, but I definitely have, but I feel like it was more so. It's usually with cisgender men, and it definitely has not been recently. So I can't like mentally picture it in my head like the last time, but I do remember like faking orgasms so much so that I would go home like sore and like slightly like spotty because they like really fucked my shit up because I was really like wanting them to just hurry up. And after those times, that has what made me like, I'm not about to let you sit here and fuck
Me raw.
like
literally
pretty, with my pretty, no, you are not about to fuck my girl up. Hell no.
Yeah, for sure.
No. So I can be old and my vaginal lining is thinner than it's already gonna be. No, I'm thinking about future coochie.
Yeah, you must.
Yeah.
It's an investment.
How are some ways you think what are some ways you would advise someone and to help like not faking it? Like, what would be your advice like to avoid it?
I think that Gap Tooth Shorty does a good job of reminding me because they tell me to breathe a lot. Like, I think they can tell sometimes when I'm like not, whether they're choking me or not, when I'm not breathing or I'm not focusing on my body. Yeah. And they'll just like, they'll literally like do like, I like it, but they like do like a little, they're like, hey, come back. And they'll like look at me in the eyes and they're just like, come back to me. Breathe. Breathe. Cause like sometimes I feel like I get overwhelmed by the feeling of it too. Yeah. So I think that helps, like having my partner check in on me and be like, hey, are you good? Yeah. How are you feeling? I think that would help so much. Yeah. Also talking to your partner about why you're not coming. Yeah. I think if I could tell my partner like, hey, I honestly, when I'm not coming, I just be fucking because I know you want to fuck before you go to sleep and like you leave town tomorrow or something. Yeah. So that's why I'm doing this. And if that makes you uncomfortable that I'm not orgasming, then maybe we don't need to have sex when I don't want to have sex. But I'm okay with having sex when I don't want to have sex. Just don't expect for me to have an orgasm. Because that's really how I felt when I was with my partners. No, this is not like a friends with benefits. This is like my long-term like partner that I was monogamous with. Yeah. If he wanted to have sex and I did not want to have sex, I'd probably have sex. Yeah. It is what it is.
I guess I was in those circumstances in my last relationship, but I think it was more so like, I guess it's like easier because there was coochie involved and I never have an issue eating cooch. Like, if you want to pop your puss for me, please. I am like highly encouraging it in a 3-point stance. Please, like, pop the fuck out of your cooch. And I'm going to be like, catch it, catch it. I'm here for it. But as soon as you're like, yo, I'm going to be like, I'm actually good. I'm good, actually. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to because I want to, but at the same time, like I don't fucking want to. So, yeah, you know. But once you've had so many orgasms and you're tired, your partner being like, "Oh, I'm good. I just wanted to give you some." You're not gonna be worried about that shit. You can be like, "Shit, bitch, I'm about to pass the fuck out."
Yeah, good. All right, good night.
She said the tank is empty anyway. Okay, so. What are some ways that you help your own self get to orgasm when your partner isn't doing that for you?
Easily?
Yeah.
You know the position I like. Flip me on over like a pancake, baby. Put me on my motherfucking stomach. Do what you gonna do back there. I'm gonna slide my hand up the front. No problems. 3 minutes. And I know I'm really having a bad day where I really don't need to be fucking. Mm-hmm. If I'm in that position and I still don't come. Ooh. Then if it's a challenge for me, yeah, I really am not. I need to just stop. Like at that point, I really do probably just need to stop. Yeah, because there's most of the time, 98% of the time, I come in that position. Yeah, so that's probably one thing. Anything like involving me rubbing my clit really vigorously is good.
And with that
for sure. Or maybe I'll tell them to like stop and maybe use their hands because I think just any kind of hand play is hot to me.
Your basketball.
Yeah.
How you say it?
Yeah. Yeah. I just like seeing like I like seeing like people's forearm like this.
I just want to see it. I would just want to say if you're not watching the YouTube videos at this point, you really gotta get on that.
I'm gonna do this one more time for the people that were like, "Oh, let me go on YouTube real quick and find the spot." Okay, this is what I was doing. Okay, I like watching that.
I love it.
That turns me on sometimes. What about you?
I think I don't have any. When I'm with a penis, I think it's more of like me changing where my hip angle. Sometimes just like a shift to the right with my leg up usually will get the spot real nice, you know. But yeah, if I had to think about it that way, it would really just be me moving my positioning of my body or my hips or something like that. Because I just forgot something. I just left something out of ketchup, bitch.
What?
And I just remembered.
This must be good. What is it, bitch? Quick.
My very hot neighbor, I fucked that man.
Oh, wow.
How did I leave that out? We were in a freeze, and I was definitely getting fucked.
One way or another, ho.
And that dick was huge.
Wow. Is this going to be a regular thing?
I don't know.
Remember we were just talking about you fucking niggas and then you're fucking another nigga?
Yeah, but
I don't know why.
Did I come multiple times? Yes.
You sure did.
I definitely did.
So you still don't include yourself
in that
demographic.
And you'd just be so proud of me. I wish, actually when it happened, I was like, I wish Court could see this because I was sucking dick and dick is, again, huge. So it's like, but I was horny and I was in the mood to suck a dick. And I don't be in the mood to suck a dick.
That rarely happens, but when it hits.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, he wants me to come over. Like, I'm going to go ahead and suck a dick. Like, yeah, hell yeah. So, bitch, I'm like sucking dick and the dick is like back here. And this nigga comes and I just like swallow it. And I like pull his dick out and he was like, what the fuck?
That's
and
the best way.
Yeah.
Straight back to the back.
That was me. But then you have that like gooey feeling in your mouth, so you're like salivating a lot.
Ooh, do you like that?
I like that feeling because I don't have to work as hard whenever I am sucking dick because like there's so much saliva coming out.
Okay.
And it doesn't really matter what I'm doing with my mouth because there's so much saliva in my mouth. It feels good to you.
Okay. Yeah.
God. How did I forget that? Wow.
Was this in his apartment or your apartment?
It was in his apartment.
Okay. Was it clean?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yes. And he had a cat.
Is he?
Who was playful.
I feel like I've seen him before. Just remind me. Is he like on the shorter side?
He's a little shorter than me, yeah.
Okay.
Just a little. But what I've learned from my experience with Mr. Tattoo, them short niggas be having dick. I'm sorry.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
They really do.
They do.
This is like maybe the third one where I'm like, damn.
We're all the same size lying down or whatever.
No, we're not.
We're all the same height lying down.
No, we're not.
It's a saying. I don't.
Whoever said that is obviously short.
Height don't matter when we're horizontal, baby.
I mean, if I'm on top of you and I'm trying to make out with you, but my chin is at your forehead, now I'm having a problem. Are you visualizing?
I'm like, what? Okay, no, I get it.
Okay, and I lean down to kiss you, but I'm taller
Oh,
than you.
okay.
So my chin is on your forehead.
Okay.
Now I gotta croon my neck to fucking make out with you. Like, what?
Okay. I've dated some tall men in my day. I've never dated like over like 6'4". I feel like that's when you start to have a problem.
I date really tall women. If you're tall and you're a femme, baby, let me shut up. Anyway, last question. What would you say to these niggas?
Period?
As in, like, no. But the excitement on her face. The excitement, but confusion. Like, things to say, but what you want me to say. No, like, in regards to, like, pleasuring, orgasm.
Okay.
And niggas can be gender neutral if you want to.
100%.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something I said this fucking weekend.
Okay.
Please slow down when you start.
Yeah.
Why are you slamming my pussy immediately? I know we've been fucking all night, but we took a break and now we're back. So start fucking slow so I can get used to everything that's happening. And like, just always start slow and start sensual. Like, if you just like take some deep breaths yourself, it'll come through in what you're doing. So instead of like eating pussy, like,
you need YouTube.
You need YouTube. Like, be like,
Sex isn't supposed to be like those scenes in a movie where they're like
banging against the walls. It is sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Can be.
It doesn't always have to be that way, though.
But most of the time, it doesn't need to be. So I'd say my biggest advice is to go slow. And when you think you've done enough,
you haven't.
Do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, just because right when she comes, don't be like, okay, who are we talking to? We're talking to niggas. Niggas are gender neutral.
She had to remember.
I had to remember.
Who am I going off on right now?
Yeah, after they come, don't just try to stick anything anywhere. Just maybe like hold them or like touch on their nipples or like kiss on their neck
on their
or like
body or something.
like touch some erogenous zones that like.
Sorry, I have. I have.
This is number 6.
Okay, I'm glad you keep track.
Yeah, that's my advice.
Okay. I would say to these niggas, no. Actually, I'm not even gonna say anything to niggas because listen. Here's why I'm not gonna say anything to niggas, because I be saying shit to you niggas all the time. Like, all the time. Get your fucking shit together. Go listen to the other 26 episodes if you want to know what I have to say to you niggas. Who I am addressing in a softer tone is my women, femmes, theys, and thems. Ooh, that was cute.
Yeah, very.
I just want to say, and also my favorite one, Courtney, as the title of the podcast says, the pleasure is all yours. It literally is. And I know it's like so scary. Like, it's so scary trying to like take that and literally hold that as your own and like, okay, this is what I find pleasurable. Are you within these? No? Okay, then I'm not going to find pleasure in this, and I have an issue with that. I know it's really, really, really hard to like get into that mindset, and also not even just get into the mindset, but also in those moments where you feel that way to also execute what you know you should. But just like you were saying, take a deep breath. In those moments, still, that should be part of your deep breath. Is like, am I feeling pleasure from this? If the answer is no, what can I tell my partner that will give me more pleasure from this? Because, like, you know, doing things to do them for your partner because you want them to feel good, that totally is understandable. But, like, you know, being uncomfortable while you're having sex, like being afraid to tell your partner that you're also uncomfortable is normal, but you're not gonna keep having better sex. It's not gonna get better if you let it stay where it's at. If anything, it's just gonna get worse, because the more you hold in that one little thing that you need, the more you're gonna be willing to compromise on all the other things you need. And then it's just like a ripple effect. So it's hard, I know, but fuck these niggas. And fuck these niggas as in fuck these niggas, like literally, like Fuck them how you want to.
Yeah.
Fuck them how you need to also achieve orgasm, because like I tell people that come into my store every fucking day, at the end of the day, them niggas gonna get they nut either way.
98%.
98% of these niggas. Oh my God, that makes me so mad. Start denying these men orgasms. When they're like, ooh, I'm about to come, walk out the room.
Walk out the room, bitch. Eject. Get your backpack.
Oh wait, I have to pee. Just go. Just get up and go. You know? So yeah, it's hard, I know. But you're a bad bitch. Who's the sand and who's the pebble here? Come on. Like, come on.
You heard it here from the sexiest librarian that is on the podcast at this time, with the cat eyeglasses and the turtleneck. It's really giving.
And my silk skirt.
It's giving university librarian. So you're clear to fuck.
And my ass looks fabulous.
Wish you could see it, guys. Yeah. I can though. Wow, Lex, that was actually a really great way to seal the deal, because the pleasure it's all yours. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
You know, that was a really good reminder.
I need you to remind yourself going forward.
I will.
Okay.
I was going to argue, and I'm like...
Yeah, I was like... I was going to sit here and be like, I don't care. What did I just say?
Thanks, Lex.
I just want the best for you, and I want the best for everyone, especially our listeners. Bitch, get them nuts, bitch.
Multiple.
We're talking about collecting bags. We need to be collecting nuts, too.
Why don't we start collecting our nuts?
Everyone start a journal tally of every nut you have going forward.
For the rest of 2023.
For the rest of 2022.
Should we?
Yeah. I'll do it. Bitch, I'll do it.
Yeah. And it doesn't, self-pleasure, partnered pleasure, anything.
Okay.
And so,
not
if
a jack-off journal. Oh
so
my
if
God.
if you're coming 3 times when you're with per red. 3 times, write that shit down. Put it in your phone so that way you can keep up with it anywhere. Yeah. But let's and it's not a competition. It's not a competition.
It's not a competition.
It's not I need to masturbate so I can catch up with Lex. It's let's just see how much we're coming on the average year.
Okay. I do look. Yeah. Okay. Everyone, starting today, if you're listening, my pleasure pussies, whatever the fuck we want to call you guys at some point.
Yeah.
You pussies, bitch.
Ooh,
we're
pleasure
starting.
Pussies.
Yeah, we are starting a jerk off tally, an orgasm tally. Start tallying your orgasms, bitch.
Join the club.
And then at the end of the year, our last episode of the year, we're gonna be like, "Hello, this is how many orgasms I've had since fucking February 5th."
Okay, that's a good day to start too. February 5th. I like that.
Yeah, it's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's month.
Ooh, and it's feeling like it. I'm getting a lot of romantic vibes this month.
I love that.
Lots of love, friendship, platonic, all of it.
I do love that for you.
Yeah. Anything else that you wanted to say before we exit today, Lex?
No, I think I've gotten all of my skeletons out of the closet for this hour.
Okay. Well, yes. I thought this was a great episode. If you think so, you can always thumbs up on our YouTube, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram at allyourpleasures_. You can find our individual accounts on there where we post things like our soft launches of our hookups that you now know the names of, where we post fun little pleasure pro tips sometimes, where we post lots of black beautiful bodies, especially because the Grammys is today and it's Black History Month. It's Beyonce Day, and Beyonce tickets will be out this week, bitch, and I've been manifesting them for 6 months. So if I come back here crying next week, it's because I did or did not get the tickets.
Hey, I just hope my income tax gets here before she drops them. That's all I'm saying.
Me too, because I know that Lex will front me.
Oh, bitch, there will be no repaying of anything. I'm literally just going to send you the confirmation and be like, hey, guess where we're going?
I love you so much. I simply could not allow you to do that.
Shut the fuck up. If you zell me, I'm zelling you back.
Wow. You heard it here first, you guys. Anyway, I've been pointing a lot, so with that, I'm going to sign off. We love you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Hush, hush, baby.